And hello, everyone, and welcome to the full AEW Full Gear review. I'm not alone. I'm going to bring co-host in a minute, but we apologise. It is late. A lot of scheduling problems. A lot of things going on. So I'm going to bring my co-host in right now, and it is the Mark Victor Rodriguez. How are you tonight?
What's up, man? How are you?
How are you? I'm all right. How are you tonight?
I'm good, just chilling, bro. We just happy about the election, so I missed half of the show, but most of it that I got was a pretty good show. Like it's hilarious. It was fun. I definitely gotta watch it back in completion, but yeah, it was a good show. There was a couple of shockers there, and there was a couple of things where I felt like they overdid it. But I think it was a pretty good show.
Definitely.
Yo,
was
what's
awesome.
up?
And
Dime, prima, ¿cómo tú estás?
Show was amazing, definitely. So please, everybody, like, love, and share if you haven't already. To all your timelines, to all your wrestling groups. Once again, we apologise this is late. So first things first, yes, it was an amazing pay-per-view, very, very good. And we'll just kick things off with the buy-in. Let's go straight into this. It was Serena Deeb, Aislinn Kay for the NWA Women's Championship. My second look at Aislinn Kay. Husband still AEW champion.
Of course, he wasn't gonna lose. Come on, that was the most predictable part of the night. Wait, give me a sec.
Okay. Well, while Vickers doing what he's doing, this was an okay match. Start out. I liked the somebody that I've only. I have to mute Vic here. Kind of on my own here. So I thought this was. I'll read back, okay. So I thought this was a okay match to start out with, and I've only seen Aislinn Kay on. Well, not seen her at all on Dark. I don't watch Dark, but I do watch AEW Dynamite, and I've only seen her once.
Yes. And here's the thing about AEW that a lot of people don't realize, that you have to watch everything in order to really get it. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. The matches that came on tonight were incredible. Even if you don't watch everything, that's fine. But still, like, yeah.
But
I mean, I don't even know.
There was a lot of good matches, but I think that was good as well.
Ever since woo woo woo, it. Damn, why am I forgetting his name right now? Why am I forgetting his name?
Matt Cardona.
Ever since Matt Cardona, you never know with AEW. Like some people have short contracts, some people have long contracts. So like, you never know. You should just be happy to see them, honestly.
Yeah. What I felt good about this match was that did this make Aislinn Kay a star? Perhaps this is not WWE, but if it happened in WWE, you'd have to kind of just buried and jobbed out, and that would be it. So I think they did a decent job of making her a star. Obviously, Serena Deeb retained, and it was what it was. So we'll go to the next comment.
Oh, it makes it hard because it's 2.5 hours. Yeah, you're right.
Well, there's a lot of wrestling. So we start with the main show. The finals.
Tell you something. Just to piggyback on what she's saying, though, it's 2.5 hours now. But in my opinion, Dark has gotten a hell of a lot better than it was in the beginning. I think that people have an initial opinion about Dark, and they treat Dark like it's 205 Live. But Dark has gotten way better than what it used to be, and I recommend it. I've always recommended it because I always felt like Dark was smart business on AEW's part. Why? Because number one, they can use whatever language they want. They have their own platform, and they can consistently change advertisers. And they have watchback content all the time. They don't need to have their own network because they could just partner with Google. And I said, I always felt like it was very smart. So
I think it's good it's free on YouTube as well. So that's what WWE should start doing. But
yeah, no, exactly. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, they have enough views where they're going to generate an income. So they literally are just piggybacking off of. They already have one show that started prior to all of this. That's literally continuing and made part of the show, and then they have another show that's just part of that has more matches. That's just, you know what I mean. They have their Raw and SmackDown basically. You know, but when it comes to building the storyline, BTE is the best thing in my opinion, because they could take it anywhere, speak whatever language they want, bring people in and out, things like that. Like it's amazing, you know.
Never watched BTE, but might give it a try. There is just way too much wrestling, so
it's worth it because you understand. You know, it's always better to understand the storyline. That way, you can at least be somewhat invested into the match.
Yeah. So the first opening match for the main card, finals eliminator Kenny Omega taking on Hangman Adam Page. Great opening match. I didn't think they'd start with this, so I was surprised. Yeah, very good opening match. Both guys look good here. Former tag team. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was good. Former tag team partners facing each other. Both guys looking good. Both guys leaving it all out there. Party in action. These guys stopped at nothing. And I got the prediction right here. Kenny Omega wins, gets a future world title shot. So do you see him winning the title?
Who, Hangman?
Kenny Omega.
Kenny. I'm sorry. No, because I unfortunately didn't watch the match. I was watching Biden talk. But well, yeah. That's
I think.
Yeah, I see him. That's not. I mean, because here's the thing: like when AEW opened up, you know, it felt like they were gonna go that direction of Hangman Adam Page having that title, having that championship, and beating Chris Jericho. Like everybody felt like that really was gonna happen. And it didn't. And then they never really brought that back around. So for Hangman Adam Page to get the championship, that's like, yeah, that it would make sense because it's long-term storytelling. And I think, you know, there's definitely a lot of people on the cowboy shit train. So yeah, I think that'll work.
Omega, not Page, but Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega won the match.
Thank you. No, I don't think he's gonna win.
Okay. Couple more comments here.
I think he's gonna lose.
The match could have gone longer. It didn't. Yeah, I thought it fell a little bit short. Isn't every match already kind of weird and confusing? Anyway.
Yeah, he is. That
was a fun match. I can't wait to talk about that.
They overdid it with that match. That was too long.
It's Matt Hardy. Yes, very, very good tag team match. Next match, really thrown together in my opinion. Orange Cassidy, John Silver. Did you watch this match at all?
No,
you didn't. Okay. It was what it was. John Silver looked good here. Cassidy looked good. Bit of a comedy match to start out with. That when he put his hands in his pockets and John Silver ripped him out. John Silver really healing it up here. Maybe he can go solo. Maybe he can go away from the Dark Order at some point. Maybe. It was what it was. I felt really thrown. This was meant to be on the pre. Sorry, Ron.
How was the crowd in that match? Because I love the crowd in Orange Cassidy match.
Yeah, they went into this match. This was actually meant to be on the pre-show buy-in, and then it was the women's match. So I probably would have kept it on the buy-in. It was very much thrown together, and just why is this match happening? Jericho put Cassidy over as a star. You know, 2 great matches recorded, and now he's facing John Silver. But an okay match. Orange Cassidy picking up the win here. Yeah, that's it really. Next let's go with the next match.
I mean, that's pretty predictable, though, because OC is over. Freshly squeezed.
I actually can't remember the order of the matches. I forgot. Was it women's? People in the comments tell me out. Was it the women's match next, or was it Darby Allin and Cody? Let's just go with. Go with Darby Allin. Sorry, go on.
Allin and Cody, and then it was the women's match. So it was definitely Darby Allin and Cody first. Because when I started to see, I saw Cody with the title in his hand.
Did you watch this match at all? Darby Allin, Cody. Thank you, Rachel. Darby, so thank you. So yeah, it was Darby Allin, Cody for the title, NTNT title. Did you watch this match?
No, I saw bits and I mean, I only saw it from the outskirts because we were doing other things. But I saw that Darby Allin finally got the championship, which is definitely a good move on AEW's part, in my opinion. But is Cody Rhodes turning heel?
That's what I'm going to talk about right now. This was a good match. You had Darby coming out in a beat up, destroyed car, which I thought was great for his character. They destroyed it even further with his skateboard. And yeah, Cody really healing it up in this match. Okay. Yeah, that was the Gangrel.
Okay, that match. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, Cody really healing it up here. Like, because you had Cody's a face, Darby's a face. Who do you cheer for? Darby Allin looked fantastic here, really playing the underdog. But really, Cody really made him look good. Cody going for these weight belts. And I thought, is he turning heel again? And didn't he just turn heel before he returned? Whatever. He's turning into WWE.
Listen, COVID booking is COVID booking. Just be happy you have wrestling.
Fair enough. I am. I'm very happy. But yeah, Cody going for the weight belt didn't work. Many pinfalls, lots of ground wrestling. Cody trying to slow it down. He needs to go away. I don't know.
Much Cody able
Darby going for the coffin drop, kick out, roll up. 1, 2, 3. Your brand new TNT champion, Darby Allin, which I think is fantastic for him. Now the rumors were Sting was debuting and going to be Darby Allin's manager. That never happened. Would you have liked to have seen that happen, Vic?
It sounds like that's where they're gonna go, but I don't know. I'm not really excited about it, but we'll see.
I think if he was going to debut, he would have been tonight, but there you go. But good for Darby. Finally, they've given him a title. They're going to push him. Cody doesn't really need it, and I thought this is why he's won it, to put somebody else over. I thought it was going to be Orange Cassidy. It wasn't. It was Darby.
Darby Allin. See, I don't know if it's the Halloween thing, but at the end, a lot of people respect Darby Allin. Like, Darby Allin is somebody that has definitely done a lot, especially like in independent wrestling. Yeah. Which is, and Eddie Kingston is another one, which is why he's getting the big rub. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, man, like, Darby Allin, he definitely deserves that spot, in my opinion. He definitely deserves that spot. And, he's getting over, bro. He's getting over, and he does a whole bunch of other shit, too. So, like, yeah, and he's getting over by himself. So, like, yeah, he definitely deserves that spot. I think it's good for him to have that championship. And, Cody Rhodes is going to come back and start complaining, and then his wife will probably try again with the Nightmare Family. And his wife will probably try to be a heel again. And, we'll see. We'll see how good that works this time, because her acting isn't necessarily the best. Even though I love her, she's so hot. But yeah.
But yeah, you're right about Darby. He's come from the Indies. to AEW. There's arguably the second biggest wrestling company in the world right now. So, yeah, he's doing very well for himself.
The guy is definitely over, bro. I mean, he's definitely over. I don't know. I didn't know that Vicky Guerrero was on AEW. Yes, she is. She is. She definitely has her moments. Excuse me.
So we'll take a...
She came out at any point, anywhere, I would pop the hell out of that shit. Like, if I saw that, I'm old enough to like love Vicky Guerrero.
So we'll take a quick break right now to play a couple of commercials here.
Yo, why are you doing a commercial so early? It's only 17 minutes. Well, we were running through.
Sorry.
Some of those matches were whack, so that's all right. But she's the kiss everybody on SmackDown. Hell yeah. Her and the Great Khali used to do that.
Oh, God. I've been sick.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I was feeling the Punjabi Playboy, like that. I'm like because you know why? I feel like that was the best use of him. That really was. That was the best use of the Great Khali. You know what I mean? After he had his match with Undertaker, Mark Henry, and the big guys, that's it. That's all you could do with him. You know what I mean? And like he would kiss all these like white women all over the country and shit. It was great. It was hilarious.
It wasn't exactly the best wrestler in the world.
He was terrible. He was just huge. That's it. That's all. That was his appeal.
Didn't he eliminate himself in a battle royal? And Michael Cole was like, "Hello." He's just eliminated himself. And he went on and won it. It's like, what? Whatever. And when he won the title, they held it upside down. I don't know. I think that is that the battle royal of just funny as hell. So yeah, the next match. Thank you, April, for telling me the order, and thank you, Vic. Women's title, AEW Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida, Nyla Rose. Nyla coming out with Vicky Guerrero by ringside. Did you have a chance to watch this match?
To quote Big Daddy Cool, nobody gives a Sheeta about Sheeta. But nah, that match I didn't see. I was riding, but I didn't see that match. But I saw that she kept the title. Yeah,
this was a good match. I know. I thought this was no DQ because there was a lot of action outside the ring. Lot of Nyla Rose was trying to destroy Shida.
Yeah, dominate.
I think this would have been better as no DQ, but there you go. I'm sure the last match was like Falls Count Anywhere or something, and they put in a spectacular match. Now, I did think there was going to be a new champion, because why was this taking place otherwise?
Let me ask you this. Since you saw the match, was it a rub for Shida?
Was it a what? A rub?
Yeah, was it a rub for Shida? Was it a push for Shida, this match?
Yeah, I would say so, yes.
Okay. Because, in my opinion, like, I feel like if she's gonna face Nyla Rose, it's probably to try to get her over. Because, like, okay, is she in any important storylines or anything like that? Like, I feel like they don't know what to do with her. You know what I mean? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I feel like they don't know what to do with Shida.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's just
like this whole Nyla Rose is there. You know.
Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, April. Yeah, I skipped that bit completely. Sorry. Yes. So yes, after the Darby Allin Cody match, Taz came out with Ricky Starks and
you battle Ricky Starks.
Came out with Ricky Starks and Brian.
Hey, it's April. I forgot. Hey, yo, shout out to Beating Faces. Go check out Beating Faces. And, you know, everything that she talks about. April goes into rants about different things and watches CZW matches and goes to independent wrestling. And she's like a like a indie vice president right now. So yeah, shout out to April and beating faces.
So yeah, Taz, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage came out after the match. Taz was on the microphone, cut some great promos, and this his team needs a push. They just don't give them one. Why? I don't know. Because Taz can cut some really good promos. He said, "Oh, congratulations, Darby. I would sort of say, you know what this is like, but you don't. Get out the ring." Then Brian Cage and Ricky Starks destroy Darby Allen. Now this is where I thought Sting was going to debut. I thought someone's going to say it's going to be Sting, but no one came out, and I'm guessing it's Cage, Darby Allin at some point for the title, probably on a random Dynamite. They didn't announce anything for next Wednesday.
Is the FTW a prop, or is it officially like an AEW Championship?
It seems to be a prop, even though on a random Dynamite, Will Hobbs got a title shot. I have no idea. Okay. Sounds like WWE just throw this title on somebody, because what else do we do with them?
I mean, no, because when Taz won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, he basically just dropped the belt, like, you know what I mean? And like they say online that they unified it, baby, but you know.
Oh yes, April. Thank you. I'm completely forgetting everything. Thank you. Thank God you're here, because they tried to put Darby's arm in the car as we're going to slam it and try and break it, and Will Hobbs made the save. So I think, yeah, they could have Will Hobbs and Darby Allin as a tag team, face Ricky Starks and Brian Cage at some point. Very good. Yeah, I agree.
Whoa, yo, this guy's good. How you talking about two things at the same time? How you talking about politics at one time?
AEW put on some great matches, fantastic matches, really good matches, but better than WWE. WWE always will be, now it has been, the biggest company ever.
I mean, no, but here's the thing, though. What a lot of people don't fail to realize with WWE, right? They have a lot more restrictions than AEW does, which is the thing that John Moxley was alluding to from the very beginning. Like, yo, I don't have somebody coming at me with a script, because I don't need a script. If I needed a script, then I wouldn't be doing my job. That means I don't know how to do my job. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the main thing with John Moxley. Like, nobody in the independent scene has a script. Everybody's practicing promos. Everybody's learning how to cut a promo on the fly. So why would you have to? But the problem with WWE is that they're the only wrestling company that's publicly traded. So since they're publicly traded, they have a whole bunch of chiefs and no Indians. AEW is not publicly traded. AEW could do whatever the hell they want. Why? Because they got one guy, Tony Khan. You know what I mean? If something happens, then he eats the shit. But, you know, he's got enough money to do all of that. So if they were to go public, then it would ruin the entire product, because there's too many cooks in the kitchen. But yeah, man.
Well, do you think that
scripts is just the main difference? Go ahead.
I do think that scripts is ridiculous. It's just, let them have some freedom. They all sound the same, especially with this tagline, the best of the best, and everybody's saying it. Just
no, Renee Young is gonna go to ESPN or something like that. She's gonna go like do outside of wrestling shit. But I wouldn't be surprised if Renee Young like shows up at a show or something. I mean, she's gone to the indie shows, so she probably has restrictions on what she can show up in for now. But watch, in 5 or 6 months, you'll see her there.
Yeah,
especially if fans are around.
I think she could do well as an interviewer, maybe in AEW. Please don't put her on commentary. Thank you. She was useless.
Listen, like, you know, the money is there. Look, today, I went to an autograph signing, and Charlie Caruso was there. Right? I didn't.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I saw her. I didn't meet her because, like, you know, I didn't have anything for her to sign, so like I didn't pay the money to meet her. But like, she was there sitting next to D'Lo, and you know, a lot of people came to see her, and a lot of people wanted pictures. Like, oh my god, and, you know,
what's D'Lo like? Nice guy.
Yeah, D'Lo's cool. D'Lo's real cool. Real
and
cool.
Leah Rush, is Leah Rush cool as well?
Yeah, well, you're right, April. She is past that. Say what?
Is Leah Rush cool, or is he a nice guy?
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. He's definitely cool. I mean, like, I looked at him as a great investment because, you know, he's 26. He'll be 26 in a couple of days. The guy's young. He's done a lot. CZW, ROH, WWE. He's got places to go. He's going to New Japan, you know, later on this year, or is it early next year? He's fighting in some tournament in New Japan. So the guy's got a future, bro. You know what I mean? That guy has a future. And you know, and mind you, like, the funny thing about D'Lo is that when I showed him the mini belt, because look, I showed him 2 mini belts, right? One from back in the day and one from, not to get off topic, one from back in the day and one from now. And the thing is, the mini belt that they just made, for some reason, just looks real bootleg. And then I was showing him both, and he was signing both, and he was like, "Why does this one look so welfare?" And he had me roll because I was just like, "Yeah." So then he pulls out his European title, and then he's like comparing all of them, and I'm like, he was like, "All right, well, they got this one right, but this one looks real bootleg." And for some reason, it looks like a lot of the wrestlers don't know that they make these. Whitney ran away from Bobby. Wow. Stupid. You're stupid, eh, bro? Oh shit. That's funny.
D'Lo got given his own European title by WWE?
No, he has it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
The same one, and it has the red block WWF letters on it. Like, it's the one that he won. Like, they keep it. When they win the belt, they keep it, and then, you know. Like, for example, when you go to Access, the only belt that you see like Triple H's belt on display, his Intercontinental Championship there. And I think Shawn Michaels WWF Championship, you see his. But they all keep it. Like, you know, when you see The Rock doing interviews, he has all his belts.
Oh, yeah.
They got the, you know, Naomi has her belt that has all the glow on it.
Do you want to answer this? For SmackDown, Carmella? No, Carmella. Yes, Carmella. Carmella for the women's. For the men's.
Yeah, probably Carmella.
The men's, Jesus.
But wait, let's continue to talk about Full Gear, because I went mad off topic right now.
Okay, then. Women's match. Yes, Cheetah, Nyla Rose. So, yeah, good match here. Like I said, it would have been better no DQ. I think that would have fit much better. A lot of action outside the ring, but Nyla really dominating here. I thought this was in the perfect time. You've got Vicky Guerrero there, great manager, managed many champions in WWE. Give Nyla Rose a title, give her a push for a couple of months, but no. Out of nowhere, we have Shida winning, which fantastic. But then we had a return, and it was Thunder Rosa. So I think it's going to be Rosa, Shida at Revolution next year if they don't do it sooner. So I think that'll be a good match. You saw the first match they had, didn't you?
Rosa just lost her championship, no?
Yeah, to Serena Deeb.
Yeah, she just lost the NWA championship. So what are they going to do? Try to put the AEW championship? Well, maybe. It might work.
I'm guessing it's such a good sign with AEW full time.
I mean, is NWA still doing even shows anymore? Like,
well, apparently Serena Deeb won the title, so it must be at somewhere.
No, I just feel like they just joined up with AEW for now, like, you know. So, like, I wonder if ROH is going to do the same thing. Like, I don't know, like, because, like, they have, like, Kenny Omega is a AAA champion for something. and like now we have an NWA championship and all of this stuff. Like, it's gonna take a long time for AEW. Like, I'm happy that they're selling the AEW Championship as a toy, but it's gonna take a long time for them to like start selling replicas and start with all of this stuff. But I guarantee you, bro, those AEW figures in 10 years are gonna be worth. I think I'm gonna get some and put them in a storage room.
Kind of going a little bit off topic, but AEW is coming out with a game. Are you going to be?
I do that. I was so.
Can you
sorry.
get it? Are you going to get the AEW game? It's coming out. Just to go off a little bit off topic.
Yeah.
I think they've got an announcement next, the 21st. I'm guessing that's a Wednesday. That's when the announcement's going to be, either for the AEW game.
It should be good. I still need to go get my husband's action figures. I'm surprised you don't. Girl, you a pop girl. I'm surprised you don't. I'm surprised you.
So,
and you going out shows and all of that. I'm surprised that you, girl. That's funny.
So it's been 30 minutes now, so we'll take a quick commercial break.
Say what?
It's been 30 minutes now, so we'll take a quick commercial break.
All right, cool.
Okay, and then we'll play this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this edition of Unpopular Review. While you're at it, why don't you give us a follow on these beautiful social media platforms known as Facebook and Twitter at Unpopular Review. But there's another one. Give us a follow on Instagram. We got funny pictures, we got updates, and we have things where we tell you everything that's going on. So why don't you give us a follow on Instagram at unpopular.review. And now, back to the show.
That is right. Check out your Strike every single Tuesday, 7:30. And yeah, we've also got a pay-per-view coming up on the 14th. British Brawl, lots of good matches booked for that. And also going
Custom Mox Pop. Girl, how much money is that? That's pop. Custom? Damn, you a dedicated Moxley fan. Really are.
Also go and follow our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everything, Instagram, the lot. Make sure to like, follow, share, do everything.
Like, love, share, and subscribe. That's how you say it.
There we go. So, did you watch the tag team match, FTR, Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team titles?
I caught the tail end of that match. Like, that shit was all over the place, bro. That match, I was so happy to see the Young Bucks pull that off, because I mean, now I kind of appreciate the way that they did it, because it really took a long time for the Young Bucks to get their championship, and I always wondered why. But it looks like they were literally waiting for these guys to get into AEW, because that match, in my opinion, it was the match of the night. Or at least one of, because that was a great. Yeah, exactly. They definitely delivered. That is definitely the way to put it, because man, that match was amazing. That match was incredible. Like, it was just back and forth and all over the place, and I was just like, oh. And mind you, we were sitting here doing another show, and I was just looking at it like, oh snap, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? All of those spots are just all over the place. The sharpshooter spot, that was hilarious. It's great. It was great. I really, really, really enjoyed that match. Thank you. Yeah, building for like 5 years. That thing.
Yeah, I could probably spend about 10 minutes talking about this match. But very, 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 very good match. Great storytelling. This went the distance. I'm sure, like, about halfway through, they said, "Oh, the time limit is going to be expiring or something." They went everywhere. Fantastic match. Certainly, was it match of the night? Ooh, yeah, definitely. You saw the old school moves. You saw the sharpshooter, Heart Foundation. You saw the 3D Dudley Boys. You saw the Swanton Bomb and Twist of Fate, the Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
When they put the stipulation in of if the Young Bucks lose, they never get a title shot again, I thought, well, this is it. They're winning.
I mean, I feel like that. I don't like it when they do that because I feel like they make it predictable.
You had Matt Jackson coming in with an injury. He really sold this injury. Dax Harwood taking off the boot, putting on the submission. Nick Jackson with a Swansea for 350. This was crazy. What a match this was. You know, two of the best tag teams in the world right now. I think FTR are fantastic. Young Bucks, one of the greatest tag teams ever. What a match this was. They certainly delivered. You're right, April. And we have, for the first time ever, Young Bucks are the brand new AEW World Tag Team Champions. But unfortunately, I think they're going to continue. Probably a rematch at Revolution, probably beyond that. Because they both put on this tag team match with excellent. Yes, it was. This was a really good match, and they're going to keep delivering. So they're going to continue to do it. So that's going to be the only downfall, I think, for this match.
I mean, so yeah, basically, they might do something at the Royal Rumble, but yeah, because that match was pretty much the Royal Rumble, in my opinion.
Oh yes, DIY as well. Yes. Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, Revival, FTR delivered the DIY move. So yes, many great. Well, DIY is not a great tag team. They're good, but they're not there with the Hardys.
They really sold the story. They really sold the story of like old school tag team wrestling, which I can appreciate.
Definitely. Took it back to the old school. Took it back to the old days.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no complaints. The only complaint I've got is this will continue. So, but very, very good match.
What's wrong with that, though?
Nothing.
In the Young Bucks and the Revival?
Well, how many times will they continue to do it on Dynamite, then at Revolution, then at whatever the pay-per-views after that? And
no, but I mean, who are they going to feud with next? I mean, no, honestly, I think if they start feuding with Pride and Powerful, because I think Pride and Powerful definitely deserve a title shot, or maybe Pride.
You've got,
you know,
AEW have got many tag teams that could feud with Private Party, Best Friends. I mean, Cassidy could be thrown in there with somebody, but you could. Colt Cabana, who's not necessarily heel, you could have him in one of Dark Order.
You know, there's certain guys that are just hard to take as a heel.
You could have Pat returning. Is he heel? Probably cut on Dynamite, you would think so, but if he'd returned to take on Eddie Kingston, one of them could have to turn face. So you've got Ray Phoenix. He could turn face. You've got quite a few tag teams or makeshift tag teams that could go after the tag titles. So, but yeah, I think if this continues, might be good, but it is what it is. But I would hold off for the type of the rematch or Revolution next year. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't rush this at all.
I mean, you know, here's the thing. We don't necessarily know if it's going to be that far away.
But smart booking would do it then.
But like, you know, I don't know who they're going to fight right now. I'm curious. I'm curious to see. We shall see who they're going to fight because I don't know where else they're going to go.
After this match, you had Kenny Omega coming out and kind of now the elite have reunited. So you could have many 6-man matches down the line.
Well, that's true. That makes sense.
Elite versus Young Bucks, FTR, and somebody else maybe. Pac. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along.
I mean, no, but we'll see what happens with Pac.
I'm glad he's coming back, and very interested to see what he's going to do. If he's going to turn face, he's going to stay heel. Have to wait and see.
No, I like Pac better as a heel. When he was Neville, he was whack. I mean, even though like they booked him terribly, but still, like he's just he's just not a face kind of guy. Like even when he was Neville, when he was a heel, he was way better. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, this just no. The
promo he cut on Dynamite was very, very good, but let's wait and see. Someone's going to have to turn face, whether it be Eddie or it be Pac. It's going to be one of the two.
Yeah, you can't have too many heels on the show. You need to have some type of baby faces. That is true.
I'll have to wait and see.
Because
because he's now leading. Because Eddie Kingston now leading. Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., whatever he's called now, Butcher Blade, the Bunny, damn lot of them. So let's wait and see.
Word, Eddie Kingston looks like the new faction leader.
You know I mean? I've got no problems at all with it.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling the Lucha Bros with Pac anyway. Like, I didn't think that was going to go anywhere. The Lucha Bros with Pac. So, like...
Oh, here he is. And still your UPR world champion, Chris Harris.
I had to come and I had to go ahead and let everybody know. I know they were wondering, who is your UPR champion, right? I had people in my inbox. I had people calling me, right? I had people calling me from Alaska. Like, hey, who is your new UPR champion? Is there a new UPR champion? And I said, hey, no. You know why? Because you're UPR champion and still...
I
know who did that. They're fired. It's still UPR heavyweight champion of the world, the executive champion, Chris Harris. Your next president of the United States in 2024. Me.
Please don't.
You hear that? Ricky, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, I need to take a plane and I need to move to the United States because Chris is going to be my president. That's what I need. I need Chris Harris as the executive champion president. Executive champion, champion UPR strike. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. I feel like I should join AEW roster and I should take that championship from John Moxley. What do you think? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
Right. Let me speak. If I had the ability to vote for anybody, it'd be The Rock. What happened?
Talk.
Okay, but let's get one thing straight. So,
I'm still here.
I was with Chris tonight, right? I was with Chris tonight, and we were talking about the picks. I made one wrong pick, or no.
David, it always comes down to somebody having a wrong.
No, shut up.
Like,
let me talk for 2 seconds.
Your logic is irrelevant.
Okay, so the amount of times that I've come close to winning this title.
But you don't do it. Nobody wants to hear about somebody almost winning. Like, stop.
Yeah, if I picked Hikaru Shida, if I didn't pick FTR, I knew FTR was going to let me down because first of all, they suck. Second of all, they're fucking boring. I don't know what these.
You know what? You know what else? You know who else sucks and is boring? You. Sucks and is boring is you. That's why you don't win. Look, we're not here to talk about almost. We're here to talk about people who won. Now I want to talk about AEW because I thought AEW won. I thought it was actually a good pay-per-view tonight. What do you guys think?
Very good.
I didn't hear.
Very good. Fantastic show.
I was impressed. The
tag team match was really, really, really good.
I was upset with that match. I thought FTR should have won. Young Bucks. FTR didn't have the championship. You know what this proves to me? This is proven. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all show back. But you know what this proves to me with FTR winning? It's like FTR, you weren't good enough to hold a long title reign, even at AEW. So this is what I'm looking at when I'm looking at all elite wackness, right?
Wow.
FTR, you leave WWE because they don't treat us right. You're a 3-time World Tag Team Champion in WWE. But you had short title reigns because y'all suck, right? Y'all go to AEW, y'all make waves the first week till y'all win the championship. And then the very next pay-per-view after you win the championship, you lost. You lost.
Chris,
right?
As soon as they
so that tells me that they don't have the faith in you as they should. They think that the Young Bucks are more over than you are right now. That's one. Two, hey, what happened to Rusev Day? Did he have a match, or was he in a backstage segment for a cup of coffee?
Isn't he injured?
He ain't injured. The man is more over in his head than he thinks he is.
As soon as he put up the stipulation of if Young Bucks lose, they weren't going to get a title shot. That was told you right there.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has the most spectacular entrance in All Elite Wackness, right? And he had the very same stipulation. He lost it, yet he still comes out, and then automatically he comes out like he's won the presidency of the United States and got 270 electoral college votes. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
But as soon as he put that stipulation of Young Bucks lose, if never get a title shot, you knew they were winning.
I love how you.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard two people, but maybe I was wrong. Vic, did you say something?
Yeah, no, I love how you threw that in there. Like, talk about Cody Rhodes. That was great.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He comes out. This man not only says, "Hey, throw me more pyro than the opening of the show." All right, Cody, we got you. Hey, let me have my hot ass wife. Okay, we got you. Let me have a legend in my back. Okay, we got you. Let me have an entourage also. Like, the man has like the most spectacular entrance in wrestling, right? You know what I'm saying? But Ricky points out the fact the Young Bucks had that stipulation. Guess who else had that stipulation? This guy that I just said had all this ass entrance. Come on, nah.
And
bro, I don't want to hear that.
It's Cody Rhodes, and he's the most famous one in AEW. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Jericho's the most famous one in AEW. That's why they clip the music when his song comes out.
Pyro and all of his big things and all of his big stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Hey, let's talk about that main event though, real quick. And now, like I said, I'll let y'all have your show. John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston, right? That was hard hitting, man. I felt the pain in that match. The only thing that would have been worse is if I was riding a dirt bike and I took a header right into the daggone thing and broke my shoulder. That would have been worse, right? Thank God that didn't happen to me. Thank God that happened to me. He'll be hearing that shit. That was fuck up.
That was corny. But wait, why don't you talk about, before you do that, why don't you talk about Matt Hardy? And
that was a good camera cut match, right? Wasn't it? Right? That was a good camera cut match.
It was delightful.
No, I really like how Hurricane showed up. And then he's sitting there like literally just saying long-term storytelling. Just because I saw this right now, like that made me laugh because that shit was hilarious. Like, you really exposing the
long-term storytelling because they did something in WWE and then they stopped it, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
WWE didn't know how to book the.
It's nice he threw the shot. This 47-year-old man threw this shot because he says, "Hey, I want to still be relevant." You know what? It was interesting. I'll give it that.
Matt Hardy, 47. Wow,
it was a lot of fun that match. Like, April's right. It was. I'll give
it some credit. I saw Gangrel, right? Gangrel, who shot out Unpopular Review a few times. So I'll give Gangrel some credit. Hey, good job. Way to make your spot. You made your spot and you walked with it. So I'll give you some credit. The match was okay. It was entertaining. It did what it had to do.
I agree. 1,000%.
Chris,
it did what. Hey, you know what I was thinking? And my roommate is in the back seat. Hopefully he's asleep. I don't know. I'm gonna say. So I was thinking about throwing behind the ropes media in the River Incarnation, wherever the fuck they call it, right?
Lake of
Reincarnation. I was thinking of throwing behind the ropes in the Lake of Reincarnation, and then when it comes out, it's going to be called. Nah, it's not going to be called Unpopular Review. It needs to be called, something, not on our level.
In front of the ropes.
No, that's going to be called, instead of behind the ropes media, it's going to be called Inside the Dirt Media. Because this man was riding bikes with Matt Riddle, and then he fell off of it. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know. You know what, gentlemen? I'm going to let y'all have y'all show back. I'm going to go because, I'm heading home. But, hey, y'all doing a phenomenal job. I just want to announce to everybody that I'm still your UPR champion.
Yeah, whatever. That's going to change.
David, you have this problem when you're talking and nobody wants to hear. All right, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, and I will see you fine gentlemen tomorrow. Have a good night.
All right, bro.
Technician 2020.
Right then.
Yo, I'm gonna use that one day. You have a problem? You be the one talking and no one saying, "Yo, oh man."
We missed some comments here, so I was going to run through them.
Oh wow, that was hilarious. Yeah,
Nope, he's read that one.
I'm sure he sees you, April. That might be great. It was great. Like you going back, man. You're going back. Now you're more current. That means that. Actually, you know what though, April, you might be right. He might actually come back as a face. You might be right. You definitely might be right. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen with Sammy Guevara. I mean, but he probably does need some FaceTime anyway after getting after the whole Sasha Banks controversy and all of that. So it's probably good for him to come back as a face.
Yeah, possibly. I think he makes a really good heel, so I don't know if I agree with that. But
yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I mean, he's introduced in AEW as a heel, so he's been a heel for a while already. So, like, you know, he could come back as a face, but you never know. You know, they might just bring him back, and they might just put MJF as the Sammy Guevara replacement for the Inner Circle.
Yeah. So we'll go on to the next match that Chris talked about. Where do we even begin with this match? Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara, Elite Deletion match.
I mean, it was
crazy.
You know, something that you haven't seen in Matt Hardy since his TNA days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a great
they did it in WWE
match.
They did it in WWE with Bray Wyatt, but this one wasn't as good.
No, but that's the thing. There's too many in WWE. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. So because of that, sometimes things are gonna pop. Most times things are not, and that's and one of the main reasons why Triple H's show was way better for a really long time was because they weren't worried about the opinions of all of these people. You know what I mean? It was just Triple H running the show. So, you know, now that they're in USA, who knows what's going to happen now? But so that makes sense. Yeah, he does. You think he's going to break up the inner circle? You think it's going to be Inner Circle Black and Inner Circle Red, like NWO, or life? You think it's going to be MJF Circle, Jericho Circle? And Chris Jericho is going to be like Hollywood, and MJF is going to be like Kevin Nash.
Very quickly, I think what they're going to do is like Nation of Domination, where Farouk was the leader, The Rock came in and he took over. That's what's going to happen. Slowly going to happen. I think Jericho takes time off because what do you do with him? He's now putting younger guys over. He's a star. He doesn't need AEW anymore. I think he leaves.
I don't know if that's going to work because Farouk wasn't nowhere near as well. Actually, wait, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. Because Ron Simmons is huge. Yeah, I'm wrong about that. Ron Simmons was massive. Yeah, you might be right.
I think Jericho takes time off.
Yeah,
maybe he's going back to WWE because
time off before the cruise.
Doesn't need AEW anymore.
But wait, speaking about that, is the cruise still happening? Does anybody know?
I wonder if not. So what's going on?
PMP need to be in the title race. That's not bad.
Who are PMP?
Huh?
PMP, private party? No, I don't know.
Yeah. They should be in the title match. They've been enough. They definitely should be in the title match.
The match was very creative. Best match of the night, very creative. So, do you want to cover it first, or shall I?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was very good. Like Survivor Series is really gonna have to compete with this because Full Gear is AEW Survivor Series. You know what I mean? At this point, that's the precedent. That's what's set up. You know what I mean? And like, what's the next pay-per-view? Revolution. That's basically the Royal Rumble, right? So now, and also, SummerSlam would be, or their WrestleMania. Let me see.
Well, AEW do a pay-per-view in October, All Out. So All Out, SummerSlam, similar. Their WrestleMania would have said double or nothing, I think.
Say what?
I think their WrestleMania is double or nothing, I think.
Yeah, okay. So their WrestleMania would be double or nothing, and then their SummerSlam would be what? What would be their SummerSlam?
All Out.
All Out. Yeah, okay. Double or nothing, All Out. And yeah, so they got a big four already. That's basically what they have. So yeah, WWE basically has to come hard. So Survivor Series is gonna have to be incredible, which I think it will be. You know what I mean? Because Survivor Series usually is one of the best pay-per-views that they have. But they to compete with this right now, because this is one of the best wrestling shows of the year. And I'll say that with the COVID era and all of that, this really was. Okay.
Very quickly. I like what AEW does in that it's pay-per-views are every 3 or 4 months. So you'll need 2 a month, 3 a month. Way too much. For example, October Takeover, SummerSlam, Payback, 3 pay-per-views in 1 month.
Facts.
But this match, very, very creative, very, very crazy. Started with Sammy Guevara in a golf cart. You saw Neo, Vanguard 1, appear. Then you saw the Chris Jericho song is good. The crowd sang along to that. They sing along to it every time. That means it's over. Matt Hardy crushing the golf cart with a monster truck. Very creative. I like what Matt Hardy said here. This is a good squash job. Another shot at WWE, I think. Off they go, slammed into trees, trash cans, you name it, they're being thrown into it. Then finally there's a ring in the middle of nowhere. In the ring they go. Side effect by Matt Hardy. Table gets put in. Powerbomb to the table. 1, 2, 3. No, but here comes Santana Ortiz. No shocker there. Matt Hardy under the ring. Back on the walkie-talkie thing.
I mean, I like that everybody got TV time. I'll tell you that much.
Here come Private Party. Yeah. Brawl continues. We then have the Hurricane being kidnapped by Gangrel, thrown into the Lake of Reincarnation, coming out as a reporter. Crazy, but funny, fun, crazy. Then they go into the doom of deletion. Scargo nearly cuts Sammy Guevara in half. Then the match really gets going into the ring and the dome of deletion. He takes off the turnbuckle. He's hitting Matt Hardy with that. Tables, ladders involved. Swans him off the big ladder. Mm-hmm. Then they go through another table, and Sammy Guevara actually got busted open. There's a pool of blood on the floor. Did you see that?
And I wonder, because it was a cinema match, I wonder if he really did or if he, you know what I mean? Because this wasn't a live match. You feel me? So they definitely went the extra mile with the drama, as far as hitting Sammy Guevara on the head and showing him busting his head and shit like that. So I mean, truth be told, I'm hoping that they're just really good at making him look injured, because that shit looked really painful, bro. Like that shit looked like it fucking hurt. So I really hope. Okay.
I never thought of it being not real. If that makes any sense. But hopefully he's okay. No one wants to read.
Yeah. No, because, I mean, the thing about it is that I know that AEW doesn't go hard with the precautions like WWE does. So it's kind of like it's basically like a big indie show with a lot of money and a lot of pyro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so sometimes you worry about certain spots and people getting hurt. So like, and that spot was crazy. But the thing is that it was a filmed match. It wasn't a match that was live. So,
yeah,
hopefully it turned out all right. I mean, Hardy compound matches, they have to be filmed. Didn't you notice how Hurricane got thrown into the water and then came back as a reporter asking questions, and then all of a sudden came back into the ring and was mad dry? Like,
I'm gonna go back and look.
Yeah, he wasn't. How you get thrown in the lake and then all of a sudden come back?
Because it's magic. It's a lake of reincarnation. It'll really get wet. It's magic.
Yeah, it couldn't be live, man. Like, you know what I mean? She was hilarious.
Yeah, great. Yeah. But then to finish off this match, Concerto from Matt Hardy pin Tomagora 1, 2, 3, stuck him in a trash can. Off he went onto the back of a.
April, you were hilarious. So the Moxley thing you said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
ahead. Then onto the back of a pickup truck, and Cena Benjamin drives him away. You have Reba Hardy on the piano. You all celebrate. So I thought this was very creative. Probably not up there with the best of the these Hardy matches you've done. I think the first one was probably the most creative. What do you think? Like the one in Impact?
Well, yeah, no, he probably had more, and it was fresher back then. You know what I mean? But I loved seeing Senior Benjamin at the end. Like, I popped for that one. Like, that was great because I haven't seen that in a long time. Even though, like, I feel like he overdid it with Vanguard and with all of the extra stuff. I do appreciate seeing Hurricane. I do appreciate seeing Gangrel for the small spot that he was in. But it was comedy, bro. This match was straight comedy. And I haven't seen an actual deletion since Matt Hardy was in TNA. So like, it's pretty good. I mean, like, yo, listen, man. When it comes to Matt Hardy, at the end of the day, like, I look at him as somebody that's here to entertain. We're not looking at Matt Hardy to get the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
No.
You know what I mean? But Matt Hardy will definitely delete a few people and go, you know what I mean? Like, right now, in my opinion, he's like Bray Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? He's a very impactful person in the show and, like, will do certain things, but he doesn't need a title. So, like, and,
great.
At Matt Hardy for something like that. So,
then you could have possibly Sammy Guevara come back as face, even though I think he's good as a heel. And you would have thought Sammy would have won this, win for the Inner Circle, but no.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next match I thought was good. MGF, Chris Jericho. This is for you, Zolly.
We're gonna have to speed this up. We already. You know what? We dragged this out. We're gonna have to speed this up. It's 1:30 in the morning.
I'll be as quick as I can then. So Jericho, MJF. If MJF won, he'll be in the Inner Circle. This angle on to Jericho's theme. I thought this was a really good match. Both guys looking good. You had MJF coming out with the Jericho poles and the lights on his robe. Both guys looking good here. Jericho really making MJF look good. I've got no complaints with this match at all. I thought MJF was going to win. You had him. The core break.
I really like how he won it in Eddie Guerrero style.
Yeah, that was good.
I really like how he won it that way. Like, I thought that was pretty cool, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? I really like that. And yeah, like, I'm curious to see what they do together. I think that they'll definitely do a lot together. But we'll see where they take it. April's saying that he's gonna split up the Inner Circle. Well, let's see. Let's see what that's about. Let's see how that works. Because
very quickly, just for me to finish this off, you saw the core break, you saw the Lion Salt, you saw the Balls of Jericho, all of that, as you say. gets a bat tossed to him. MJF laid out. The referee thinks he's been hit. Roll up 1, 2, 3's in the inner circle. So as you say, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, because I mean, this is not predictable. You know what I mean? Even though, like, you know, like she's saying, like, oh, he's gonna do this. I don't know. You never know what direction they're gonna take it. So we'll see.
And your main event, I quit match for the AEW title, Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. This was utterly crazy. Very inventive, very innovative. Fighting everywhere, a brawl. Both guys being busted open. Chairs involved, thumbtacks.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Rubbing alcohol poured all over Moxley's body. Barbed wire involved. Blood everywhere. Taking the barbed wire off and choking both guys out. Very inventive. Thumbtacks in Moxley's head and his back everywhere. Then you have him to put the barbed wire around his arm, hooked on the submission, and Moxley's ready. Eddie Kingston quits. Moxley's still champion. Then Kenny Omega came out, and I think Kenny Omega's taking the title. What do you think about this? What do you think about this match? Sorry.
I thought it was predictable, which is what I didn't like about it. Now, the execution, amazing, in my opinion. These two definitely put on a great match. And it reminded me a lot of Kenny Omega and Moxley last year when they had that, like, barbed wire thing with the barbed wire bed and, like, this whole thing. And, like, everybody thought they were going to get in trouble over this. And it was just this big deal because it was very gory. Just like this match. I mean, it looks like this is something that these two guys wanted to do for a really long time. And honestly, I wish that it wasn't for the title. I wish that the title wasn't the thing. I wish that it wasn't about the title. That way they could take it even more personal. Honestly, because the promos and the lead up for this match was great. But at the end of the day, like, you could you could tell that Eddie Kingston was going to lose because it was for the title. If it was just like a regular grudge match, then you wouldn't tell. You would just feed off of the promos and like, oh man, this is going to be a crazy I quit match. You know what I mean? Or if it was for an opportunity for something or something like that. But, you know, I feel like the title kind of ruins it because you know that they're not going to take that title off of Moxley at least this year. You know, I feel like if they take it off of Moxley, it'll probably happen at Full Gear. Not Full Gear, Revolution. Or even another, you know what I mean? Depending on how it's popping. Because at the end of the day, like, Moxley is still very, very much over. I'm sure that he's selling a ton of merch. I mean, look, April just showed me a pop that he, you know, made of him, a custom made pop-up made of him. And mind you, like, imagine if AEW had a machine like WWE when it comes to merchandise. Moxley would be everywhere right now. So, you know, that's something that they got to think about. And, you know, if this was a situation where it was just them fighting and having like a grudge match, then it would be different, you know. Now, mind you, I felt that way about the Young Bucks and FTR. After they had that first match, it was cool. Now they've had a few matches, and now all of a sudden they've become the Tag Team Championship. Yo, chill. Now they become the Tag Team Champions. So as the Tag Team Champions, you know, it worked out great because that was great long-term storytelling. You know what I'm saying? That was a great So anyway.
Well, very quickly finish up then. So we don't. If you were to grade this pay-per-view, what would you grade it? I'm going to give it a very solid A.
A+. I would agree. You know what I mean? A+, definitely, because great fucking pay-per-view, bro. It's a great time. I actually got to watch it back again so that I can see it, you know, fully because we were doing other things. And the president and all of that. I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, man, it's definitely a great time. All the AEW fans, they got stuff to relish in. And if you really think about it, like, look, this is the second one since AEW's existence. And I still don't see them as competition to WWE. And I don't think I ever will, because WWE is in a whole nother ballgame. And the reason I say that is because WWE has history. You know, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship is only a year old. The TNT Championship is a few months old. You know what I mean? They have a long time to build. They have a lot to do. I'm happy that they're around, but if it was as simple as, you know, just having competition, then TNA would have been a big thing a long time ago. TNA has a lot of money. TNA can travel and do a whole bunch of things, but they just don't have the history that WWE has. You know what I mean? And AEW is going to be something amazing and an alternative. And what they're doing right now is incredible. This pay-per-view was 10 times better than the one they did last year. So all I see there is nothing but progress. So, you know, if I was doing a movie, then it'd be a thumbs up. But if we're gonna grade it like we used to do with the letters, it's definitely an A.
Yeah, I agree. Very solid there. So, I'm just gonna get the outro ready. Okay. So thank you to everybody that commented, and thank you to Vic for doing this. So it's late there. It's very late here, so I'm going to actually go to bed now. So good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.